This video will teach you everything you need to know about using SubmitHub and gaining more approvals using these strategies on the platform. SubmitHub is a great platform. You know, one of the issues about submitting to playlists and blogs is they don't have the time to read it and they don't have any incentive to read it. Okay, everybody wants to submit to them, but they're not getting paid for it. I believe that SubmitHub fixes this problem. Now I'm going to go over some approvals I've gained. I'm going to go over some denials I've gained. And I'm going to show you guys some strategies on how you can get more approvals using these techniques. Let's get into it. Now, again, in my personal opinion, I believe that SubmitHub is awesome. You know, it can be hard to get in touch with these playlists and blogs. They're extremely busy. Everybody's trying to submit to them. Now, with SubmitHub, these people can get paid for their submissions. You know, they can get paid for their submissions. They're paid for their time. It actually makes sense for them. It gives them a reason to want to check you out. It really is a great solution to the problem. If anybody spent time submitting to playlists and blogs, they'd know. If you send out 100 emails, you might get back 10 or 15. So you get 2 free credits every 4 hours. So every 4 hours, you get another 2 credits. That gives you an opportunity to submit to a playlist or blog that accept standard credits. Now, some of them only accept premium credits. Now, either way, you can use those standard credits. Now, if you use the free standard credits, they're not required to listen to your song, and they're not required to give you feedback. If you use a premium credit, they're required to listen to the song for at least a certain amount of seconds. They're required to give a certain amount of feedback and a certain amount of words, and they're required to give you an approval or denial within 48 hours. Now, if they don't get back to you within 48 hours, you are refunded your premium credit. I personally believe it really makes sense to do this. Yeah, okay, sure, you spend about $10 on 10 credits or something like that. Eventually, it can add up. If you submit to 50 different people, that might be $50, but if you're promoting your music and you do have a small budget, it's worth it to use that money to submit to playlists and blogs on SubmitHub. I really believe that it can go a long way. So now you go on the homepage of SubmitHub.com. Once you make your account and everything like that, again, you aren't required to pay for a service or anything like that. It's no monthly service. Now, once you go on the website, now from the homepage, you go at the top left, you can click Submit a Song. You can click Upload a New Song, and right there, you're able to upload a link or an MP3 file. Now, for the purpose of this video, I will upload an old song that I already uploaded. Now, if my song isn't out yet, what I'll do is I'll submit a private SoundCloud link. That to me is the easiest way to do it. But if your song is already out, that's completely fine. You can submit your song through whatever Spotify link you have or whatever SoundCloud link you have, wherever it's at, maybe a YouTube link, that's fine. In my opinion, submitting to playlists and blogs, it's better to submit to them if your song is not out yet, because it gives them something new and exciting to promote. Playlists and blogs would rather premiere your song. It's a new song. It's something new, fresh, and exciting. They haven't heard it yet. Nobody's heard it yet. It's not out yet. You upload your artwork. You upload an artwork of choice. I'll also have to make sure that I do have the release date. You have to have a release date and you have to have it set up. A lot of people really prefer that you have your release date set, ready to go. Now, May 22nd is when this song is released. I type in my artist name and the song title. Now, you want to type up a short little bio about it to help pitch the song to playlists and blogs, because that's one of the first pieces of information that they're going to see about your song. So if this is your time to sell it, this is your time to pitch it, this is your time to make it look interesting. Yeah, guys, you know, this song is motivational, inspirational, whatever. Give it some good volume. Give it some good context around your song. Choose an artist profile. You made your artist profile when you made your account. Click where you're from, and then you click Finish Upload Now. You're going to click Create a New Campaign. Click Next. Now, you have the option to select what kind of feedback you'd like playlists and blogs to give you, if it is important to you, if it's not that important to you, or if you don't want feedback at all. And then you also have your permissions and copyright section. If someone approves this song and wants to upload an MP3 to their channel, for example, as a YouTube video, can you give them permission? Now, in this case, you would need to make sure that you have exclusive rights to the tracks so that they can monetize it on YouTube. In this case, you may run into that issue if you license the beat. Me, typically, I usually just allow them to have the permission, but I should get the rights to the streaming royalties. Now, you have an option to submit to Instagram influencers, playlists, blogs, and labels. Now, this is a best practice tip for using SubmitHub. Always click genre match high to low. If you come across a country playlist and you're a rapper, yeah, they're not going to be very much interested in your music. So you want to make sure that you're submitting to the right genre playlist or label, right? If it's a country label, they're not going to want to hear your rap song. So make sure genre match high to low. That's always number one best practice when you're using SubmitHub. In this case, my song is an old school boom bap type song. It's got an old school vibe, old school beat, old school flow on it. I'm going to submit to people that would approve some, conscious rap, old school hip hop. Those would be my top two genres that I'd be using in this case. Now, here are the real strategies that I use to seriously rack up my approvals. I'll show you here on my last song, Back Up. I was actually able to only get 2 approvals after sending it to 50 people. Doing it this way, I only sent it to 35 people and actually got 6 approvals. So I was actually able to get 3 times the amount of approvals, sending it to only less than 70% of the people. This is seriously a great way. Like, those numbers don't lie. Once I started implementing these strategies, things just boosted for me with SubmitHub, and I was able to get on way more playlists, and I was actually able to get on a couple blogs as well, which is super huge for your career. That's awesome.
Wow.
Now, you see here in Spot Music, here's an example. They have a high approval rate. So you want to be careful with those playlists that have really high approval rates. Sometimes they can use bots, and you can see underneath, it gives you a short description as to why they have high approval rates or what that may mean. Worth knowing, they approve a lot of songs and report on a small SoundCloud, which means less exposure for your song. So it'll show you the type of songs that they usually approve, which is huge for you. You need that to make sure that you're submitting to the right people. If you're getting denied, right, and you're submitting to the wrong genres, and you're submitting to people who only have a 0.01% approval rate, you're wasting your time and you're wasting your money. Go for those people that have higher approval rates. That's just free money. That's just free opportunity for you. Okay, you can say, sure, it's too easy. Yeah, okay, that's fine, but we're not in the position yet in our career to be picky about where we're submitting to. If these people are likely to approve us, we're going to want to submit our song to them. So don't just pass that off like it's not a good opportunity. It's a great opportunity, and they will approve you. So check out for those high approval rates. You may see a note sometimes if they have a high approval rate or their following is growing really fast. You might say in the worth knowing section or in the additional notes section, it may say their following is growing very fast. It may mean that they're paying for followers. So there's different notes like that. You want to pay attention to that. So go for those higher approval percentages, but also keep track of those notes and what they say. Sometimes it means they're bogus and not worth submitting to. Other times, if the notes don't look shady, it's a great opportunity for you and something worth taking advantage of. And I'm not saying that you don't want to go for lower approval percentages, right? But I'm just saying, don't pass off on those higher approval rates, because that's opportunity for you that's just on the table that you want to take advantage of. So making sure that you're submitting to people that are in your genre and making sure that you're going for people that have higher approval percentage. Those 2 tips right there are huge. You don't want to pass up on them. I can scroll down, find somebody that's in my genre that's likely to accept my type of song. Again, I'm more old school boom bap and hip hop conscious rap on this particular song, not all my songs. I might submit to this playlist right here. Has approved 99 hip hop / conscious hip hop or old school hip hop songs. All right, I'll give it a shot. So I'll try submitting to them. I'll click submit. And it gives you the option here to type in a little bit of a pitch again. Now, again, you don't want to skimp on the pitch that you have. You want to make sure that you give it a good pitch. You try to sell it a little bit. What's the energy of it? What did it mean to you? But you want to do it as short as possible. Right here, this gives you an opportunity to pitch your song. A powerful message of positive energy to inspire and motivate. Released on all platforms May 22nd. Submit, boom, done. Now, successfully submitted, you have 48 hours for them to get back to you, or your premium credit will be refunded. And going over here, like I said earlier in the video, I submitted my first song Back Up to 50 people and was given 2 approvals. And that was because I wasn't paying attention to the genre and I wasn't paying attention to the approval percentage rates that these playlists and people had. So I might have been submitting my song to somebody who only likes pop music, and I didn't make sure that I clicked that genre match high to low filter. And so I'm submitting to people that don't really care about my style of music or anything like that. Now with Yin and Yang, I made sure that I submitted to people only that approve songs that are in my genre and that have higher approval percentages. I can't stress that enough, guys. I know I'm saying that a lot, but seriously, you're leaving opportunity on the table by not using these techniques. These strategies have really been working for me. Like I said, in my first song, Back Up, this is the only song that I ever released on streaming platforms, right? Before that, all I was putting out was on SoundCloud. I was able to get over 14,000 streams in a month's time, okay? Over 7,000 monthly listeners on my song, Back Up. And seriously, like, these strategies are working for me. I'm implementing these tools, and I just want to help you guys out. So if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.